Hello everyone from A Case of Living. Today I want to talk to you about the practicality of when quantum entanglements have left you grieving, when you're hurt. We all get hurt. We are love. We're in the frequency of love. And sometimes, try as we may, we're more permeable than we should be. We're vibrating fast. And our molecules are spread loosely. And rather than radiating out high vibrational frequency of love, we let in because we want to feel love coming in also. And we think we're mirroring with someone who's in frequency. We think it's energy for energy. And it turns out it's not. And that hurts. Because we've allowed ourselves to have an expectation. Now, expectation is not wrong when it's valid and warranted. And yes, we can get full. There's nothing wrong with that. Be gentle with yourself when it happens. Be gentle with yourself when it happens. You see, we're still all learning how to do this. We have had an understanding of what we are and how everything works that is backwards. We have not understood that we're energy, or how emotions play into being energetic beings, or how universal law works, or that universal law is how everything does work, and that emotions are everything, and that we are energetic beings who have slowed our molecules down to express our feelings, everything that we are aware of, in physicality. We still think, many of us, that we are physical beings who have a spirit of some sort that comes down and embodies us and then leaves when the physical body dies. We don't understand that we are one whole, complete light being, having a singularity experience as one whole, complete light being. And so we have two different perspectives of life going on the planet at the same time. So two different ways of beingness happening, a 3D experience and a 5D experience, or 5D and above, actually. Fifth dimensional way of living, being, understanding things, and still processing things in third dimensional behavioral styles. And so third dimensional behavioral styles that keep trying to mirror us and emulate us, and we keep letting them pull us out of frequency. Do not beat yourself up over that. Be real. It happened. Feel your feels. Deal with it. And heal or progress from it. Pull the energy from it. Send their energy back with love and light. None of this send back. I see all the time sending back bad for bad. That's not love. Lower level is conscious awareness. We don't send it back the way it came. We send it back as high vibrational as possible because we want to raise it up and prevent the cycle from happening again. So you don't send evil back for evil. Whatever the reason it came, whether it was intentional or not, you send it back better than it came to you, always. So give their energy back, take yours back, raise it up, bring it forward on your timeline. All right? So heal or progress forward. We want to be to the point where we are so inundated with our frequency of love that we are pushing out all the time. And we are not accepting in frequencies that are lesser. And we're not being pulled out of frequency. And that we are recognizing frequencies that are not matching to ours. And we're only giving energy for energy. That we are dealing with frequencies that match our own. So we don't get these hurts. But it's going to happen. Don't beat yourself up over it. And for goodness sakes, don't send back hurt for hurt, tit for tat. That's third dimensional behavior. We don't do that. All right. So, unconditional love. Again, conditional love means I expect from you this. There is a condition. Unconditional love means I have no conditions for you. I'm telling you how I show up. Now you tell me how you show up. And we put that into 3. 1 plus 1, this is me, this is you. And we have a third dimension, that is our relationship. It's unconditional. I didn't set any conditions on you. You didn't set any conditions on me. We said this is how we show up when we show up there. Now, how does that translate with universal law? What that means is, I'm telling you how I show up. I'm telling you what my frequency is. I'm telling you this is how I feel or how I want to feel. You're telling me this is how I feel or I want to feel. If our feelings are in flow with one another, then we form the 3, a relationship that is in flow. Now, if our feelings are not in alignment with one another, then we are not in flow. We don't form a 3. We don't form a relationship. If we're not in flow, we let one another go. All right? We don't hold on to one another. Now, in the past, when I was in a lower level of conscious awareness, I did teach that perhaps you could talk about it and come to agreement. But that's actually working on each other's energy, changing what one another is willing to feel. It's best not to do that. Just be who you are. Either it works or it doesn't. Either you flow or you let it go. Be in frequency or let it go. Now, the way we end up in these situations I was talking about earlier is when you're higher vibrational, you walk into a room, someone feels your energy. They're still in 3D behavioral styles. They're still building and creating instead of letting energy come down and be expressed through them. They're still in the mode of building, I've got my foundation, love and belonging, and Maslow's and all of this. They're not just letting their light being expressed through them, through their physicality, and experiencing the beautiful life that they're meant to feel, okay? Which is what we're all working on learning to do, which is what the landscape is about. Remember, I said that the orange light, we're going to get the fire in us to express it, to be fired up and excited about this, okay? All right, and then the red light is about the root chakra, where we're to, you damn straight, I have the right to this, okay? Well, 3D energy is still, red energy is we belong here. And orange energy is, this is our sexual energy and our creating energy. And so we're building this, and then we're still building upward like a pyramid. And that's backwards. We're not building anything from this direction. It's coming down this way. And we're getting excited about it now because it's going to emanate out through us all the hues of light refracted out in expression of physicality through hue beings. Where the man came in, I don't know. Hue beings, okay? So anyway, so how this is happening to us is we walk into a room. We light the room up because we're high vibrational. We're letting the light down. We're shining in our frequency. three-dimensional thinking individuals who are coming up in frequency and realizing that things are supposed to be different. They're getting the intuitive hit. That energy. I want that energy. Now, some of them are still resisting it and still want to be in control and drain those energies. And so they want to mirror with you to get you to buy into the fact that they are like you and pretend to be in flow with you. And then they want to start being narcissistic in behavior and gaslighting you, et cetera, and drain your energy. Where others are doing it quite innocently and they mirror you as long as they can, and then they start falling away because they energetically cannot keep up with you yet because they're simply not in frequency with you yet. Either way, when you realize that this frequency that seems to be in flow with you is not able to keep up with you energy for energy, when they seem to be matching you energy for energy, it turns out they're not. When you realize I'm giving more than I'm getting. And no, we don't give to get, but the truth of the matter is, in energy, things have to be balanced. Energetically, things have to stay even. If you're giving more in a relationship than you're getting, or if they're giving more than you're giving, things are not in flow. It's not a flow state. It needs to be an equal flow state. So if the relationship, if the mirroring turns out to be not equal, then you understand that whatever the reason, whether it's intentional, unintentional, doesn't matter. They are not in your frequency after all, no matter whether it seemed they were or not. And it will seem that they are sometimes. So light and love, don't analyze it. Don't try to figure it out. It doesn't matter. When you start trying to figure it out, you've gotten into the thinking mind and you're pulling yourself out of frequency and you are coming down into that frequency. Stop. Doesn't matter why. It's not in flow. Let it go. Let it go. And hold that space for what is in frequency with you. Simply emanate out your frequency, love, so that what does match can come in. And that is what we're to do. That is how we heal. Be real. Thought that was my frequency? It's not. Deal. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to analyze it. I'm going to let it go. Feel. Okay. I don't like that. I feel like I got duped. I think that was on purpose. No, stop. I'm not going to think about it. No, it does feel yucky. Or they didn't do it intentionally. It doesn't matter. I'm pulling my energy out of it. I'm giving them their energy back as high vibrational as they can accept. And I'm going to heal or progress. Pulling my energy and going forward. I'm putting out love. For them, for the world. I'm loving myself first because I'm the first energy that's here. Not because it's self-love, but because I'm the first energy that's here. And then it just emanates out. When we do that, when self-love becomes it's because we're the first energy that's present, then we don't have to look in the mirror and decide, is this self-love or selfishness? It's simply love that we're giving out. And we start here and emanate it outward, then we don't have to question, was that action I just took self-love or selfishness? No, it was just love. I just happened to be the first one in line because it starts here. So that's how we handle all of this. We don't act on their energy, try to get them to come up in frequency, although we want to, because we see in them, we see the frequency they can reach. Many of us recognize and feel their higher selves. We feel it in our heart spaces. Our heart spaces recognize their heart spaces, which is their higher frequency, their higher self. And we're communicating with their higher self and we want to see them come up into frequency so badly. Guess what? That's none of our business. We don't control that. Not our circus, not our monkeys. That's the problem. Stay in your lane. What do you control? You're guilty of acting on their energy when you do that. You don't think so? Because all you're doing is trying to explain to them how high vibrational they are. There's nothing for you to explain. They're flow, better not. If they want to know this stuff, they're going to find videos like this and they're going to learn it themselves. Or they're going to come to you and they're going to ask. And they're going to ask in sincerity and authenticity, not coming to mirror you to get your energy for just a little bit, but not authentically. You're going to quickly recognize, trust yourself. For God's sakes, trust yourself. When the alarm bells go off, when your higher self says, no, this isn't authentic. You're being used. You're being played. Believe it. It's not flow. Let it go. Don't think, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm sabotaging this. Maybe this is a great relationship. Maybe I'm just thinking that. Maybe I'm having self. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No. If your heart space is telling you that's not right, something's off here, something's off there. And when the head has got you thinking, maybe I'm not good enough for this person, and that's you self-sabotage. And that's not what you're doing. When the heart space is going, this isn't right. Guess what? It's not right. Don't doubt that. Then the head space will jump in and say, so maybe we're saying, no. When the sequence of events is the heart space going, this isn't right. And then the head jumps in and says, see, I told you we were self-sabotage. No, trust yourself. It's not flowing. Let it go. Let it go. Now, as I said in my earlier Lion's Gate meditation, this all seems very fleeting and unstable. It is. And it doesn't feel great right now. We are meant to have relationships that are far more stable. Energy is meant to be far more stable. But we have a condition on this planet at this moment in time, at this moment in whatever we want to call it, if we're not comfortable with the word time as being a real thing, although it's the word we have for it in this plane of existence, where we have 3D behavior and 5D and above going on. So we are attracting in people into our energetic bandwidth that are not capable of holding frequency with us. And so there are these moments of instability that we're having to face and deal with. Be real, feel, deal, and heal, or progress. And we are to do so by emanating out love. And the more we do this, and the better we get at it, the more stable we become ourselves. And the more stability we have, the more stability we're emanating out. And the more stable the planet becomes. And the less of this there will be. When we get to the point where how we're feeling matters most, then we will understand what we are here for. And then everyone will get to the point where they understand. We are energetic beings, here to express in physicality the expansion of consciousness in the frequency of love, and it is to feel good. And if it's not feeling good, then it's not right. It's not in flow. Let it go. And we're not building it from this way up. It's coming down and being expressed out through us. Is to feel good. So don't get lost in the monkey mind. Don't get lost in talking about it and dragging yourself through the bad energies over and over. Because the more you do that, the more you attract that in. It's really easy to get caught up in talking about the pain because we're familiar with that. That's what we do. At least I'm feeling something. At least it's progress. At least I'm getting it out. Get it out and get it over with. write it down, tear it up, write it down on the left side of the page and don't look at it anymore. Write your healing down on the right side of the page, which is how I teach to do it. Do something to get it out, but get it done, get it over with, and move on to going forward, forward, forward. Don't talk about it over and over. Don't call this friend and that friend and this friend and that friend and drag yourself through it and through it and through it, because every time you do that, you're just attracting more of it in. There's your energy, and this is universal law. Well, that's what she's still talking about, so that's what's still coming in. And so you're like, why is this still coming in? Because it's what you're still talking about. Let it go. Be real, feel, deal, heal, progress. We do create our own realities. We're writing our own stories. But we're not doing it down here. It's not in our physicality. It's by holding on to these blockages and restrictions that are keeping the beautiful story we're supposed to have from being able to be expressed through us. We're not building beautiful stories doing this. We're blocking. We're writing our own stories by blocking them. You see, we're the end of the pencil that is supposed to, the beautiful story is supposed to be flowing through. But we're trying to use the end of the pencil to write with and create with that doesn't know the story. So it's writing the same crap over and over and over. And it's not the part that writes. This part knows the story. And we're one pencil. It's flowing down to the tip. And we express it out onto the paper of life. But we get caught in writing the same thing over and over and talking about it over and over and saying it over and over and over. And so we keep getting the same thing over and over because it's blocking the rest of the story from coming down and flowing through. So, no. The story is love. So let anything come in. Don't be building anything up. Don't be writing it yourself. It's coming down. And to emanate out through you. Out through you. If it doesn't feel good, it's not for you. Plain and simple. Feel good in the frequency of love. Not selfishness. Love. And we all know the difference. We all know things that feel good because it's how I want it. I'm not talking that kind of feel good. Looking in the mirror, do I want this coming back at me? That kind of feel good. Love. So that's the meditation we're going to do. We're going to tap into our highest self, that white light within us. We're going to let it emanate out. We're going to let it heal when we're real, feel, and deal. And we're going to let it keep emanating out. And we're not going to let anything in. We're just going to keep pushing out. And if it doesn't match us in frequency, it doesn't come in. And whenever we come around energies that don't match us in frequency, they're going to feel us. See the light come up? We're going to blind them with our light. And they're either going to come up and match us, or they're going to go on. We are going to raise the frequency of this planet this way. Not by sending energy back the way it came. We're going to send it back brighter, higher vibrational. We're sending it out in love. Love and above. That's what we are. So If you want to light a candle, because the molecules are moving faster, and when molecules move faster, they're higher vibrational. It's not woo-woo, folks. It's energy. Or if you would like, you can gather crystals around you. I actually have all of mine behind me right now, but they're close enough I can feel them. Or if you want to call in other support vibrational beings, other high vibrational beings, do not call in the muckety mucks. Do not call in middle energies. Those are not high vibrational energies to help you with this. They have agendas of their own. Your highest self or other highest self beings, but not muckety mucks. No, they don't like being called muckety mucks, but they're middle density energies. They have agendas of their own that are not highest and best good. So only call in energies that are the highest vibrational frequency with your highest and best good. All right? Okay. Whenever you connect to the collective consciousness, only do so through violet light, which transmutes everything that is not for your highest and best good. We want to be sure of these things. We want to understand these things. We've been connecting up for a long time, folks, to energies that were higher vibrational than we were when we were 3D. But we weren't connecting to our highest and best good, even though we were saying, oh, give me my highest and best good. But then we were talking to just kind of all those higher vibrational energies. Even though we would say highest and best good, then we would not necessarily go to highest and best good. Yes. Because whenever we would say highest and best good, then we would go ahead and invite in a bunch of other energies too that were not necessarily highest and best good or above. See the light? So be very careful. Don't invite in middle density energies. Don't open up middle density energies again. We are integrated. Those middle density energies, we love them in. Okay? And we do that every meditation too. We go ahead and pull those suckers back in case they have been, getting a little rowdy. In case the natives have been getting restless. In oneness, that's not going to happen. See the light campfire, but we have people pulling and tugging on us, so we're going to stay on top of that. All right, are you all ready? Close your eyes. Allow yourself to feel love, beautiful love, whatever love is for you. Maybe love is family, maybe it's friends, maybe it's a beautiful place, maybe it's alone time, maybe it's someone. What is love for you? Allow yourself to feel that. Feel love. Feel it in your heart space now. Feel that beautiful white light. Feel white light that fills you up, takes you to joy, happiness, bliss. And if you say, I don't know what it is anymore, remember all the way back to when you were a child if you have to. Remember sunshine and lollipops and rainbows and skipping and holding hands with your best friend and running through the meadow, dancing in the rain, playing baseball, whatever it takes. Feel love, feel joy, feel safety, feel happiness, feel catching your first fish, or when your first fish got thrown back and you were like, oh my God, what just happened? And even though you weren't happy about it, you were so excited you couldn't stand it. Feel that. Feel that time that you made that first home run or that first basket. Feel the time you won the big game. Feel that first kiss. Feel that second kiss. Feel the time that that boy held your hand. Feel the time that the girl answered your note where you put yes or no and she checked yes. Feel that. Feel that in your heart space. Surround it with white light. Let it emanate out. Feel that. Feel when Grandpa took your hand, or when Grandma made you cookies, or when your favorite aunt did something wonderful for you, or when your best friend picked you up and you all went cruising. Whatever love is for you, whatever joy is for you, whatever bliss is for you, go back as far as you have to and let your heart space feel it. Breathe it in. Breathe it all the way down to the Earth Star Chakra. Let it go all the way up through the head space and out. Let it go out. Let it break up everything within you that's quantumly entangled to anything that is not love or above. And feel the white light that's all around you. That is your highest vibrational self, and that is pure source energy coming in to join you in love. Breathe it in. Feel it joining the love in your heart space. Feel the white light within and the white light without all coming together. Feel all the quantum entanglements just falling away. Everything that is not love in your life. Across all time, space, universes, lifetimes, dimensions, incarnations, past, present, and future. If it happened 5 minutes ago and it wasn't love, it's gone. Poof, dissolved. If it happened 1,000,000 years ago, poof, it's gone. Breathe in, breathe out. Let it go. Let it go. Breathe in love. Hold it. Experience it. You are the energy of love. Everything is energy. And we quantumly entangle all molecules of energy. We are love. We choose love. We are love. And we are loved. And we choose to quantumly entangle only with the highest vibrational frequencies of unconditional love. Hold on to that. Fill every part of your beingness with it. Absorb and dissolve everything that is not equal to that frequency. That is you. That is pure source energy that has fueled your beingness, that gave you existence. However that occurred, doesn't matter. It just did. So whatever you believe caused that, it did. It is so. Breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. Feel yourself connected all the way from above at the highest possible point, all the way down to the Earth Star Chakra and your crystalline grid where your hues, your light refracts out. Breathe in. Breathe out. As the violet light comes in and the blue light, which are ultra violet lights, quantum energies moving faster than even white light, because they transmute everything that is not love and they turn it back into love. Breathe in. Breathe these lights in. Let them take everything that needs to be broken up, and they vibrate so fast. And they break up those quantum entanglements. They dissolve them, and everything dissolves away, and they turn it all into love again. Breathe it in. Breathe out. Breathe in the blue light, the violet light, and the white light. Breathe them in. Feel yourself going erect as your energy column aligns, your two natures of energy align. Breathe out. And as you are protected, your energetic field sealed, your chakra system opens quantumly in every direction as you call yourself back to yourself across all time, space, universes, lifetimes, dimensions, and incarnations, past, present, and future. You return everyone's energy to them as high vibrational as possible, and you call your energy back to yourself again across all time, space, universes, lifetimes, dimensions, and incarnations, past, present, and future. And you ask your highest self to look within your chakra system and correct every possible flaw. Take it back to perfection so that you are in perfect alignment with self in every way to go forward in your highest and best good timeline. Regardless of how the entanglements got there, whether you did it, someone else did it, whether on purpose, not on purpose, whether there was ill intent or not, it doesn't matter. You will not send ill intent back, only love. You are love and above, and that is all you see. As your highest self now corrects and repairs and sets perfectly correct your entire quantum chakra system using the violet light and the blue light and the white light, which contains every hue of your hue beingness. Flows in every direction, forward and backward, up and down, side and side, as far as imaginable and beyond. Love has no boundaries. This plane of existence is endless and does not confine love. Whatever you have felt, whatever you have stumbled into, willingly gotten yourself into, a little of both. However it's happened, whatever someone else has stabbed into your heart, tied you up in, stapled you into, there's all sorts of entanglements. It doesn't matter. Whatever they are, they're being released now. As the white light comes down through the middle column, the main column of your chakra system, to emanate out quantumly through the entire chakra system. There's gold light of wisdom. Never doubt yourself. There is nothing to doubt. There's the yellow light of sunshine, joy, and bliss and happiness, full of love. You are love. You are loved. And you are only love and above. There is white light, pearlescent, pure of heart. There is violet light, transmuting everything back into love. There's indigo, ultraviolet light, protecting you from all that tries to enter in, that is not purified, that has not been transmuted to love. There's the silver and magenta. They purify, they reflect. They keep what we know turn loose of what we need to simply take and move forward on our timeline. We don't need to go through energies over and over and over. We need to look at things, see them for what they are, transmute the energy and go forward. There are things to remember. There are things to forget. Be real, feel, deal, and heal. Progress. The thinking mind has its place, but only its place. Then there is the beautiful cobalt blue light. We are to understand and to be understood in all dimensions, in all ways, and through love. Because love is how we understand and how we are to be understood. All things are to be communicated through love. And if we cannot communicate with love, it's not meant to be said, and it cannot be understood. It won't be understood. Aquamarine, that bridge between the heart and what we are communicating, the love. Green light of the heart, health, wealth, abundance, prosperity, and longevity of life. And then yellow again, the solar plexus. Because love, sunshine, bliss, joy, happiness, all those things are our confidence and our power. Helios, the great central sun. That's where all those things come from. Those fuel us. And they are our gut intuition. If it's not happiness, our gut knows we don't need this. It's not right. It's not joy. If it's not bliss, the gut knows something's not right with this. It's not a flow. Let it go. The gut knows. Listen to the gut. The gut knows. And then peach light. Creativity is soft. Expanding consciousness is beautiful. Creativity is beautiful. And then it's within the sacral chakra, which is orange, which is fiery, feisty. Let's expand consciousness. Let's do something new. Let's motivate. Let's inspire. Let's go. And it comes from above. It comes from love and joy and excitement and inspiration and confidence. We're not building on the old. It has nothing to do with what we've already done. It's got everything to do with what's next. And it's all about love. Not about where we've been, but where we're going. And if it's not in flow, then we're not going to go. And then the red, which is fiery. Damn straight we're going. And we have the right to. Not because we are so grounded here that we can't move forward, but because we are so sure that nothing can stop us from moving forward. And then the Earth Star Chakra, brown and gray, because we are grounded here on the planet, so that the hue, all the hues of us, all the light that we are, can refract out through us, physicality, and be expressed as love. And that's what we are. Now see yourself. Look at yourself. Here, light coming down. White light with every hue. Here, in physicality. Look at you shine. Look at you oscillate like a kaleidoscope. Color after color, different formations of you, one after another. See how beautiful you are that way. Now look at you this way. Look at you shine. Look at you twinkle. Look at you today. Look at you tomorrow. Look at you last week, how great you were. And oh, wow, look at how you've changed, but you're the same. Look at you. You are loved. Look at you were loved when you were a child. Look at you at how you are loved now. They didn't see you as loved then? Too bad. You were loved then too. It doesn't matter what they saw. I see it. You see it too. Your heart sees it. Your heart knows. Your heart knows. That's all that matters. Turn loose of whatever is telling you that it wasn't so. It was. And you know it. The red light in you knows. Let it all go. Let all the hurt go. Let the love push it out. Any pain, whether it was a millennium ago, yesterday, a second ago, let the love push it out. Let the you that is refracting out now shine. And the you that's going to refract out in 1 second from now, next week, next year, 5 minutes from now, be excited about it. Be excited about what you're going to feel, because that's what you're going to be. That's your frequency, and you are going to experience it. Every room you walk into, every place you stand on the planet, every nighttime that you step out into and you shine as bright as any star, because you are stardust incarnate. You shine. Open your eyes and look at the world and let the world see you twinkle. You are love. Every one of you, every one of us. You don't have to look in the mirror to know if you're selfish, because you're not looking for self-love anymore. You are simply love. And love starts where it starts at, in the heart space. And it emanates out. So yes, you love yourself. And how you feel matters. And if it doesn't feel good, if it's not in flow, you let it go. And because you feel good, you're attracting in others who are going to feel good with you. And they're going to attract in others who feel good with them. And you're going to have around you people like you. And you're all going to feel good together. And then others are going to do the same. And the whole world is going to be in harmony. People attracting people who love the same. Everything in love. Love and above. Because all we are going to put out is love. No more sending energy back if it didn't suit us. No. Simply, if it didn't match me, it didn't flow, let it go. And send back the highest vibrational frequency of colors. Letting in only energy for energy, frequency that matches mine. Love for love. We are love. We are loved. We send out only love. Now stay here and be love. And feel and focus on only what feels good. And return to only what feels good. And think only on what feels good. And when you catch yourself doing differently, course correct immediately. Don't beat yourself up. That's not love. Love doesn't do that. Love forgives itself and immediately loves itself again and goes right back to, I am love. I am loved and I am putting out love. Stay here as long as you need. Putting out love. It starts in your heart, so it starts with you. And it goes beyond this plane of existence. There's no self.